one of my coworkers had recently been arrested by the FBI for
What?
selling aircraft parts to North Korea.
That's a
Or
big
trying to.
no-no. Trying to sell,
Right.
okay, aircraft parts to North Korea. Okay, let's hear this.
So it happened. I want to say 4 months ago. We got a notification from the company. I'm not going to say what name.
Yeah.
The name of
I
the
mean,
company.
by the way, you
saying,
gave. I'm not going to tell what gave away, but you gave away what company you worked for the last time you called in.
Probably, as long
You
as
did.
I'm not super specific. They don't get mad, but
Yeah, but you did. You gave me one detail, which I'm not going to rehash here, but you gave me a detail where I know what company you work for.
okay.
Yeah.
Either way, that's not important. Well, we got an email saying that we were now under heavy federal scrutiny because specifically one of my coworkers at my base had been caught trying to sell the engines for the aircraft, the big ones, ERJ 175s.
Yep.
He was trying to sell blades and I want to say oil pumps to North Korea. And the way he was trying to do it, from what I understand,
How do you
is
ship
that he
something to
was
North
taking.
Korea? I guess you ship it to like an intermediary.
So no, for what I'm guessing is he got caught in one of those like FBI what are they called? Where they just kind of set you up.
Yeah.
What are they called again?
It's like not a false.
By the way,
flag,
I'm assuming
like,
he
it's a setup. Yeah, the entrapment kind of like.
he got set. Yeah, entrapment essentially. Where I'm assuming he was on some website or he was in contact with somebody who said, "Hey, if you can get us these parts, we can give you big money for it, and we'll take it to North Korea." And he said, "Absolutely, no big deal." And from what I understand, the company found out because he was supposed to be, inputting these items for return to GE, who manufactures the engines.
Yeah.
And he was just putting them in as total losses and then not documenting where they were.
And so he was
Which is a red
stealing. He
flag
was
because
stealing the parts.
Yes, he was stealing the parts, the broken parts, which I don't know how he's supposed to get value out of it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But GE is very serious about that. They want the most important parts for their engines back because it's a lot of money, and also they don't want stuff like this. They don't want you selling the parts to their competitors
Or North Korea.
or North Korea. I don't think they thought of North Korea. I thought but it's either way. So yeah, he got caught with $3 million worth of aircraft parts in his apartment.
How big is $3 million worth of aircraft parts?
Not that big. Aircraft parts are expensive. They're overly expensive because it's aircraft and because it has to go through all this federal scrutiny or federal testing. And so, like an oil pump on your car might cost $800. On an airplane, $80,000.
Wow.
Right, and
so crazy.
And if you $80,000 for like an oil pump, and if you do for certain parts, so like we change out fan blades on these. They're made out of solid titanium. I don't know if you've ever seen the prices for titanium.
Yeah,
but it's not cheap, and it's more expensive. And it's even more expensive because they don't forge titanium. They kind of just like take a titanium block and then cut it into the shape they want. And so it's already a really expensive piece of titanium. And then you add all this machining time into it. And so by the end of the day, a single blade costs like, probably 12 G's, and there's 37 blades or 38 blades.
Right.
And you can see how quickly the prices go up.
So what's happening to this guy?
He's in jail. He's probably going to go to jail for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life? For what, like treason?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Last we heard, he was being tried in a federal prison.
That's crazy.
Or federal court, I mean.
Yeah, like it's a federal crime. But I guess my curiosity is, what is the charge here?
I mean, I'm not too sure.
Stealing a succulent North Korean airline part?
What was that?
Nothing. Just disregard that. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. So he's gone. He's gone. So, and that's like a life in prison kind of crime.
Listen, dude. I don't know. They're not going to tell us how what's going to happen to him, but He's he's on. Even if he gets out, he's in a federal watch list for the rest of his life.
Oh, for sure. That is maybe the worst country to try and do something like that with. Out of like that's worse than
Yeah,
Russia. It's probably worse than anywhere in the Middle East. That's the worst. Yeah, that is the worst one because they have nukes and they're pretty keen on using them at some point.
yeah.
Fuck, man. Well, that's yeah. I guess guys don't commit treason against the United States of America.